So it's Saturday morning, fairly early. Bunch of stuff going on in this video. Well, not just in the video, just a lot of stuff going on, period. The guy who bought my Camaro is coming to pick it up today, so I had to start that up and get it front and center so it's easy to load up. Good battery in that thing because it's been sitting for a month, and yeah, she fired right up. So that's done. I want to finish off my all the wood in this video. It's cut it to size, stain it, and varathane it. Hoping to get it all done. Shouldn't be a problem. I've got a couple of brackets left to make to mount the box, and some rubber to cut between the mounts and the frame. So want to get that done as well. So yeah, plenty to do. So might as well just get right to it, man. There you go. Okay, well, unfortunately, one board I cannot use. It's this one here. It's cracked, and it's cracked right through. You can see how it's moving. So, you know, that board's no good, even though I'm only using like 4 3/4. It's right near where that crack is. So I can't use this board. But, so I went back to my buddies and grabbed one of those extra thick ones, and I planed her down. So, yeah, we got a good one now. And while I was out, I stopped at the hardware store and picked up the stain and clear coat, and $85 for those 2 little cans. Unbelievable. Used to be able to buy 2 gallons for $85 not that long ago. So anyway, I'm going to cut this to length, and got the table saw out, and I'll rip to what size I need.
Okay, we had a problem. So now, show you what I'm doing here. So, big chunks split off the one board where there was a whatever, some kind of a defect. So I'm using a piece of cut off, and I'm going to laminate the two together. Just want to make sure you match up your grains. That one's going up, that one's going down. That should be the other way. Yeah, like so. So you want your grains to be opposite. So down, up, down, right? This one here is good, really good. So I'm just going to glue this together and clamp it up, let it sit for a bit. That'll give me time to sand the other ones. And yeah, we should be good to go. So I let my kids use my glue a little while back. Went in to go get it, and of course they left the cap off. So off to Canadian Tire and go get another bottle of glue. So you just put this on like so and clamp them together until there's glue squeezing through the crack, and let it dry. And it essentially becomes one piece. Make sure the whole surface is covered. There we go. I'll just let that set up. While that's happening, I can start sanding all the other boards. And of course, it started to rain a little bit. I don't think it's going to stick around though. So I'm just going to go ahead and sand anyway. And I'll just make sure I'm getting the dust out the garage instead of in. Okay, well, when I first bought those little sample cans, the color I got was way darker than that one, and that's what the quart is. So what I ended up doing out of those sample cans that I had this one here that was really dark, red mahogany, I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, and because I had already taken some out of the can, I just dumped it right in there, darkened it up, and you know, that's what I ended up with, which is way closer. So I've just put a coat on here, and I just put it on with a rag. Okay, just dip it right into the can and just put it on with a rag. Let it sit for a few minutes, and then just gently wipe it off, like so. So anyway, I'm gonna let it sit a little bit longer before I wipe it off, and then I've just got a couple more boards to do, and we'll let that dry, and then it's ready for clear coat. All right, so here we go. This is where I'm at. I've got 4 coats on all sides of the board. That's the ends, the edges, the underside, 4 coats everywhere. So the entire board is sealed up, and that's important, and I'll explain why in a minute. And a lot of guys would be happy with the way it looks. Say, hey, that's cool. It looks good. Yeah, it does, and I'd probably use that in like a rat rod or something like that. But I can get it shinier and smoother than this, but I'm going to let it set up overnight. I mean, it's getting on 11 o'clock now. I've been dicking around with this all day. And let it set up overnight. I'm going to scuff it with, 400 grit or maybe even a Scotch-Brite. Wipe it down with a damp rag, just the top I'm talking about now. And give it a couple more coats, and it'll be smooth and super shiny and pretty slick looking. So, I mean, it looks good now, but like I said, I can get it better than that. It'll be almost furniture quality. So yeah, that's where I'm at on that. So there you go. So there you go. Pretty much an entire day of dicking around with that, treating it almost like a piece of furniture, but I want it to be nice. I was going to explain why I finished all the way around the board. Wood does all kinds of funky things, man, especially when it's exposed to the elements. When you live in a place like I do, with drastic changes in temperature and humidity and stuff like that, wood moves constantly. So that's why you seal it all the way around. If you don't, and you just seal the top, and say, oh, that's a truck bed, just do the top, and that's it, good to go. What happens is the underside will absorb moisture while the top side is sealed. So the board will want to cup on you. I don't know if you've ever seen hardwood flooring that's been damaged by water. It always cups up because there's no finish on the bottom side. So it sucks the moisture in. The bottom of the board is expanding and the top of the board is staying the same, and boom, up she comes. A board as wide as these are in a high humidity day can expand as much as an eighth of an inch. So if you got 5 boards, that's 5/8 of an inch. Now some guys, I've had some comments where guys said, put them in tight, jam them in there, get them in nice and tight, and that'll help keep the box square and whatever. Well, no, man, not here. Actually, I had a buddy who did that, and it just popped right out of his box. It expanded and just let go. I mean, 5/8 of an inch, there's too much pressure there, and it just ripped through the bolts and popped right out. So there's a reason why they left gaps at the factory, and it's for that reason, because wood expands and contracts. It's just the way it is.
And wood is something that's always going to need maintenance. You know, you can't just put wood in and expect it to last for 100 years. You got to look after it. So it's just the way it is. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get this thing looking like the wood will be almost like glass when I'm done with it. It'll be sweet. Finish that up tomorrow. What else? Oh yeah, I can't really install anything. I did pick up the strips that I want to, cover the seams between the boards. I've got that already. I'll cover that in the next video. But I can't really put anything in until I get my gas cap. That's critical to fitting everything. And that's supposed to be in on Thursday. Hopefully it comes in a day early or something. We'll see. But Thursday's the guaranteed date of delivery. So we'll see how that goes. A couple of young guys came Saturday night and picked up the Camaro. And it was a total shit show. I'll get into that in the next video as well. But yeah, these poor bastards, man. They ended up being on the road for like 26 hours for a 5-hour drive, one way that is. So instead of 10 hours, 26 hours. So they had all sorts of issues. And good pair of guys. Felt bad for them, but it is what it is. And yeah, new subscribers, thank you very much. If you like the content, you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button. I truly would appreciate it. And, if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.